Look around the room today. I want you to picture what real learning looks like. Imagine a student standing in the physical laboratory, actively conducting an experiment. Imagine classmates sitting together, debating ideas, challenging each other's thinking, and learning not only from textbooks, but from one another. Now, picture the alternative. A student sitting alone in the bedroom, staring blankly at the screens. Their camera is off, notifications pop up, their attention drifts. There's no discussion, no hands-on experience, and no real human connections. This is not just a difference in learning environments. This is the difference between education and isolation. While some of you may not be taking online courses right now, this issue directly affects all of us. It affects the value of your future degree, the competence of your future colleagues, and the educational standards we set for our younger siblings and future children. Where the quality of education drops for one group, it eventually devalues education for everyone. As a student myself, I have personally experienced the struggle of online learning, the lack of engagement, screen fatigue, and isolation. Beyond personal experience, I have researched academic outcomes, student integrity, and mental health data related to virtual learning. Hello everyone, my name is KOH JIA XUAN. Today, I speak not as an expert, but as a concerned member of the generation whose education is at stake. My position is clear. Online learning must be systematically banned because it undermines educational quality, weakens social development, and harms students' mental health. Today, I will first expose how online learning is damaging education. Then explain why banning it is the only effective solution, and finally show the benefits of returning fully to in-person learning. First, we must stop pretending that online learning is an acceptable alternative to traditional education. The reality is that this model is causing serious and measurable harm. Online learning directly undermines educational quality and student integrity. A 2023 study published in the Journal of Digital Learning and Education found that students in remote learning environments experience a 40% increase in attention drift. In other words, students are physically present but mentally absent. Learning becomes passive screen watching rather than active engagement. This problem becomes even more severe in technical and scientific fields. Online simulations simply cannot replace real laboratories, real equipment, and real problem-solving experience. As a result, students graduate without the practical skills required in the workplace. In fact, the 2024 QS Global Employers Survey reported that the biggest skill gap employers see in new graduates in problem-solving ability, a skill best developed through hands-on face-to-face learning. Furthermore, online learning has seriously damaged academic integrity. Without proper supervision, assessment becomes vulnerable to cheating, collaboration, and misuse of online resources. This devalues the qualifications of honor students and weakens public trust in academic credentials. We cannot stand idly by while the quality of education continues to decline. The only viable solution is a decisive return to in-person education. Research published in Frontiers in Psychology in 2023 confirms that face-to-face assessments are far more effective at ensuring genuine student performance and academic integrity. This evidence clearly supports that the need to ban non-essential online learning programs before the damage becomes irreversible. At the same time, the funds currently spent on digital platforms, licensing fees, and online infrastructure should be redirected, not to more screens but to real educational improvements. These include hiring more teachers, reducing class sizes, and upgrading laboratories and classrooms. Studies consistently show that smaller class sizes allow teachers to give more personalized attention, which significantly improve learning outcomes. By restoring in-person learning as the non-negotiable standard, educators regain the structure, authority, and oversight needed to ensure meaningful education. Returning to physical classrooms is not just about fixing a problem. It is about building a better future. First, banning online learning helps eliminate the digital divides. Student success should depend on effort and ability, not on internet speed, device quality, or family income. Second, in-person learning protects student mental and social well-being. Research published in BMC Medical Education shows that distant learning during COVID-19 was linked to increased loneliness and social anxiety among university students. Another study in BMC Psychology found that loneliness significantly worsens online learning burnout. Physical classrooms naturally encourage social interactions, collaboration, and relationship building. These environments help students develop essential soft skills such as leadership, communication, teamwork, and debate skills that cannot be learned through a screen. Most importantly, secure face-to-face assessment restores public trust in education. Employers and universities can once again have confidence that academic qualification represent genuine competence and real achievements. In closing, we must acknowledge that education is far too important to be outsourced to floor technology. Convenience should never be mistaken for quality. The evidence is overwhelming. Online learning degrades educational standards, damaging academic integrity, and harms students' well-being. The only effective solution is a complete ban on non-essential online learning and a reinvestment in physical schools and classrooms. So, today, I urge students, parents, and stakeholders to take action. Parents and community members must speak to school boards and policy makers. Students, your choice matters. Refuse to non-essential online courses and choose programs that prioritize hands-on, in-person learning. We are future generations more than a passive, pixelated experience. It is time to ban the isolation of online learning, and once and for all, bring back the soul of the classroom. That's all from me. Thank you.